Good morning, traders, and welcome to the daily call today, Friday the 3rd of February. Before we get started, as always, please understand that any advice in this session is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Okay, so let's have a look at what happened in the session that's just gone by. Of course, the sterling was the one with the most impact, and pretty much the British pound traded lower against all the major currencies following the Bank of England's monetary policy announcement. Although the BOE raised its forecast for GDP significantly and they kept their inflation forecast unchanged, it still had a negative day. Perhaps it's the major unknown with the UK is that the Brexit and Trump factor, how will it impact the local and the global economy? Later in the evening, Mr. Carney did say that the Brexit journey is really just beginning. While the direction of travel is clear, there will be twists and turns along the way. As a consequence, the sterling had a pretty much down day against all the major currencies in the session that's just gone by. Moving along to Europe, look, the euro ended the day lower against the greenback, but not before hitting fresh highs or fresh monthly highs just above the 108 level. Unfortunately, dollar strength and the combination of euro-pound sell-off stripped the euro of its gains as we still finding it difficult to get through that 108 level, as I'm just showing you here on my chart. So we've second time round and we're still not able to break through. Let's wait and see what non-farm says, because this will be a major impact against any US pair. All right, and of course, finally, yesterday evening we had the unemployment claims. They dropped to 246k, and which is good. And essentially, it seems that the dollar bulls are now in position or positioning themselves for positive non-farm numbers tonight. Okay, so that is what's happened in the session. Let us have a look at the chart of the day. Now, I had a real difficult time today finding something. The best that I could find is the following. I'm looking at a GBP JPY 4-hour chart. In the end, I don't know why I didn't see it, but it's a decent looking chart. As you can see clearly from what I'm showing you, there is a clear line of support over here where the market seems to have bounced off it 2 times. We are there again now. Now the beauty of this chart is that the inside candle situation has already occurred. It's these 2 candles here that I've highlighted as such there. And if you notice the red one over here, which was yesterday's candle, it actually has already broken the high. So if you wanted to take this trade right now, you are actually in a position where you could enter this much lower or better price. Okay, so your stop, of course, is as typical to, because it's a pound yen, probably about 8 to 10 pips below that fractal candle, and you can aim for, it's up to yourself, 1 to 1, 2 to 1, but just remember, if you do always at the 1 to 1, make sure that you have a decision-making process or something stipulated in your trading plan so that you can take action. There you go. That is our trade, our chart of the day. It's the pound yen on a 4-hour chart. Okay, so what is happening in the session to come? Now, this is the hottest session of the week. Of course, well, we'll start off in a couple of hours with China. We have PMI numbers, so any Aussie dollar traders, look out for that. It could be a little bit impacting, but 8:30 GBP PMI numbers, but the big one is this evening at 12:30 midnight my local time, which is Australian Eastern Standard Daylight Savings Time. We have non-farm numbers. Okay, the employment change. This is big. It's impacting. So if you've never watched non-farm charts at that time, get up, stay up, look at a chart and just watch the reactions as the numbers come out. It's a lot of euphoria, so look out for that. Anybody trading any US pair. And then of course at 2 o'clock we have the PMI numbers, And that concludes the session or the trading week for us after these events. Now, as always, guys, please feel free to contact us. If you have any questions, follow me on Twitter at ChatFX for trade setups and breaking news. And most importantly, have a great trading day. And I will talk to you next week for the Daily Call. Bye for now.